How's it going, guys? Winner Kills here, and welcome to a brand new locals feature match. Here we are in the fourth and final round of Swiss for April 22nd's mega tournament. I was gonna record the top cut matches, but I was already recording regular locals afterwards, and it's very rare, but I didn't really need that many videos. It's a very rare thing to happen. I don't even know if I'll be able to upload all of the feature matches that I even recorded, because I really don't want to be posting too many pre-SIAC videos after the set has already dropped. This isn't really a match that's super relevant to that set, luckily, at least for my sake and commentating over you guys as watching. But yeah, we got Sunavalon, Rikka Sunavalon, piloted by Mr. Adam Kaz. His profile is up on the channel if you guys want to see it. Versus Jeff, playing the Jeff deck. And a lot of you might be saying, a lot of people ask, why does Jeff play Dino the way that he does? And that's just how he does. That's just the way it is. It's just an anomaly. It doesn't have any shape or form to it. It's just its own thing. And I don't really know where I'm going with this, because I've been kind of out of it the whole entire day, recovering from what I can only imagine to be food poisoning. So yeah, my day has been pretty much a whole nightmare, and it's the very end of the day now, and I'm just getting around to doing some commentary that I've been putting off for the past couple of days because I haven't been feeling well. But we're gonna see this Sunavalon Rikka combo protected with a Therion King Regulus, and gotta be such a satisfying thing to go for, because I remember when I was playing this deck, not having access to a true Omni Negate in some cases felt a little scary, but slapping that Therion King on board got to be a nice feeling. Just like slapping that Princess and that Primula on board too, going for a Strenna. Ending on Jasmine and Regulus alongside Teardrop. And going to use that Strenna effect now to go ahead and detach to add back a Rikka or a plant from the graveyard to the hand. So just going to go ahead and recycle that Princess. You can't really go wrong with recycling Princess back to the hand sometimes. It's a free extender, and it's also safe from things like Call by the Grave, which is really good. And we're actually going to see him use Teardrop, tributing the Strenna to trigger Strenna's graveyard effect to attach. He's going to slap Con over top the Disc Coliseum, trigger Hyperion to attach a spell, and set a sheet, all from the deck. So now we have an Omni Negate, a monster or spell negate, Widow Anchor on steroids, Con, which is a custom card, and we also have Jasmine on board, which is protecting the Hyperion and the Teardrop from destruction by battle, so long as his life points are higher. Also, reminder to subscribe to the channel already if you have not, so we get to 30,000 subscribers. Definitely been a long-awaited milestone. Got a lot of things coming up on the channel, a lot of new decks. Well, one new deck. A lot of other decks we will be revisiting. As quite a few decks that I like playing have gotten some support post Cyberstorm X. That's pretty crazy set. The last set before I think the next Duelist chapter, the Duelist Nexus set, comes out. So very excited for all this new stuff that's coming our way. It's going to breathe life into a lot of decks that we've covered on the channel. I'm going to be playing Gold Pride Punk. A lot of fun stuff, and I'm gonna try my best to make content for all of these decks, as opposed to, I know in the past and recently I've been focusing on one deck and uploading content around just one deck, which I know a lot of the diehard fans enjoy, just Speedroy content or just Marincess, etc. But I really am gonna try to try to post more things, right? Especially since I'm not going to any events, I have time to jump around between decks, so it's gonna be kind of nice. And speaking of nice, this is a nice combo right here. We've got Baguzga into Interrupted Kaiju Slumber, which is kind of crazy if you think about it. Yeah, that's actually just a board wipe for the Century. I mean, maybe you could have preemptively used Teardrop to get rid of one of the Giant Rexes. That seems pretty bad. I mean, who would be expecting the Baguzga into the Slumber line? I mean, that's a classic Jeff technique. And he's going to use that sewing to protect that Jasmine, as you should. We got a free body there. And still can't be destroyed by battle because he does have higher life points. And he's going to go, well, not anymore, but he's going to go into the battle phase. Dogoran will attack over the Gamma Seal, as you have to do when you use Slumber. And then he's going to reborn Baguzga. He is just god tier top decks right now. Not even top decks, but god tier opening hand for board breaking anyways. And he could essentially nullify the entire turn here, but, you know, Rikka Con is a custom card. We're going to get that end phase pedal. We're going to set the Glamour. And you know what? We can basically delete one of your monsters for free, and Jeff is in disbelief. What do you mean you can just tribute my Baguzga? He says, yeah, well, read and weep. We're going to go ahead and add 2 plants for the price of 1. So we're going to add that. What was it? Loci and Petal, and then Petal's going to search out Mudan. And I think I was talking about this in the last feature, because we had Rikka on. Same Rikka player, same Rikka duelist. About that potential double Con play. I don't even think it'll come up here either. And if anything, I would like to maybe see an OTK here. Rikka's not really a deck that can OTK super easily, especially now that Teardrop is out of the extra deck, because you can do that really fancy line where you go like Teardrop, you know, attack, Strenna attack. Well, yeah, Teardrop attack, or no, I think it's Strenna, then Teardrop attack, chain Teardrop tribute Strenna. So it goes up to 3k, and then you get Hyperiton. And that pair with something else, like OTK, I think. Very satisfying little line. So we're going to see him activate Mudan. That's going to tribute off Petal. Mudan's going to go ahead and grab another Glamour. So as follow-up for next turn, be able to get Engine. He also has Talents in hand, Battle Phase. A Real Man's Tree will swing over the Dogoran. And we'll just pass turn there. Sheet is still in the back line. I believe Call by the Grave is now set too. And they also have that Triple Tactics in hand alongside Evenly Matched. So in case the board does get completely broken, they do have a little bit of a rebuttal. They're going to use that Interrupted Slumber now to go ahead and banish the Search of Kaiju. That's always one of the most menacing things about Slumber. Not only is it a dark hole, but it's just follow-up that deletes one of your monsters next turn, which is also kind of scary. So it's like a double threat, you know? Sometimes if you can't get rid of that Slumber Engrave or have a way to address that effect next turn, you're just losing something for free. But unfortunately, Jeff does not have any gas to keep pushing through, so he's just going to set 2 and pass. And then we're going to see him activate Glamour. Glamour is just going to go ahead and search for 1. And they're going to go ahead and add a copy of Princess. And they're going to use Bangalancer's Graveyard effect, banishing Melius and Dryas, putting it there under that right EMZ. Switching Mudan to attack, attacking with Dogoran into the set. It's a Petit Pteranodon, and then attacking for 35 with the Bangalancer and the Mudan. And probably just going to pass turn there. I mean, that doesn't look like much, but they have, you know, a Monster Gate, they have a Bounce, they have Sheet, they have Petal coming back. Well, Petal won't be coming back because that Kamungus is on field, pesky non-plant monster. And they're going to normal summon the Animadorned Archosaur, and they're going to try to use the effect, and they're just going to chain Princess. And he says, you know what, man, I'm just going to tribute it off and negate it at the same time. And, yeah, Jeff yet again in disbelief at what's happening before him. So he'll admit defeat there, and we're into a game 2. Reminder, guys, check out Imperium Duelist. They've just released a bunch of new stuff. They got a brand new playmat actually dropping, I think this Friday. Yeah. Like tomorrow or today, depending on when this video goes up. Yeah, very, very sick playmat. I think I showed it on Twitter and in my Discord. You guys can use the discount code WinnerKills10 off at checkout. Save 10%. WinnerKills10 off at checkout to save 10% off your turn. Sometimes I forget the code, but yeah, definitely check out Imperium Duel if you guys haven't. They make some amazing products, TCG accessories, etc. And we're gonna see Animadorn Archosaur search out for that double evolution pill. On resolution, we're going to see Droll and Lockbird, and Droll's just always been huge against the Dino deck. I mean, long as I can remember, it's been an insane card. Way back when they used to play, like, Extravagance, all that stuff. It's always just a great card. And we're kind of seeing that now. I mean, if you would have had Oviraptor, it's turning that off. It's turning off Fossil Dig, you know, free, not once per turn Rhoda for dinos. Pretty good card to shut off. And he's going to end on UCT, Secure Gardena, Giant Rex in one set. And yeah, this is like what is one of the nicest things about playing Rikka, man. Just deleting big boss monsters for free, especially if they can't interact with spells and traps. Just slap down a Con, and then your opponent, you literally just put the fear of God in them, because at any point you could just tribute one of their monsters and just go plus. Like we're seeing here, he's going to go ahead and grab Snowdrop, and that Therion Lilyboria also has that Princess in hand too. Yeah, and he's got to double check, read him and weep, right? Read that Rikka Glamour, literally a custom card. Then we're going to see him special summon out Princess. And then he's going to go ahead and link one into Dryas. We can see the old battle phase technique here. But first, we're going to see Therion Lilyboria hit the board, send off Princess, go ahead and search for Disc Coliseum. And now they can have access to a Regulus here. They're going to go ahead and link two, probably either to Jasmine or Dance Peon, depending on what other extenders they have in hand. Can't really see right now. So they're going to go for Jasmine, and then they're going to activate the Disc Coliseum. They also have to be pretty careful here on like what effects they are using and aren't using, because if they want to put the Regulus on field, they can't use Snowdrop, they can't use Con's effect to set. And they can also not use Petal effect either. And I had to go back and double check, make sure they didn't use the set effect there of Con. They didn't, they just put it on board simply as a method of clearing the UCT. So now that Regulus has successfully hit the board, we can go ahead and normal summon Petal, activate the effect, grab Mudon. Now bring out Snowdrop, tributing off the Petal, bring out Mudon. And now we can go ahead and grab Con and basically complete the end board here. It's not going to be a, you know, going for game end board by any means, but we're going to make it very hard for our opponent to play on the next turn. And it looks like they might have already opened Sheet, which is fine, because I mean you can get another Glamour for next turn. And that means they don't know where the Sheet is. I mean, they could probably you know, put 2 and 2 together as to where the Sheet is if they're not setting it. Also, maybe wouldn't be surprised if maybe Sheet was sided out. But, you know, I wouldn't blame him for not doing it, because again, Rick is not a deck that can always OTK, especially into a board of a lot of monsters. You know, you can do the unexpected die OTK if you your opponent has like 1 to 0 monsters, 2 if you're lucky. So they're gonna play Con over Disc Coliseum, set a Glamour from deck, set another card. I'm pretty sure that's Sheet. And they've got Regulus, they've got Teardrop, they've got Jasmine, and there is a bigger life point differential here, so they're going to have a much harder time of getting over that Teardrop or Jasmine in the battle phase. And there's another insane 2-card board breaking combo. Jeff, Dogoran over the Regulus into Harpy's Feather Duster, and it was the Sheet set. So they're going to be able, I mean, Duster is just huge against Rikka. Getting rid of Con is so incredibly important. And also, getting rid of Sheet, too, is even better. And realizing that they still have to deal with a Tribute from Teardrop and also a Monster Negate from the Princess Engrave and Petal Follow-Up. Well, actually, there won't be any Petal Follow-Up unless he is somehow able to get rid of that Dogoran. And obviously won't be able to tribute off his opponent's monsters now with Princess, because there is no Con, obviously. So we'll see what Jeff Technique can do. I think he's just asking about essentially what Teardrop does. Just quick effect tribute, that's it. Gain 200 if I believe plant is tributed. Mandatory effect. I think I see a Monster Reborn. He's, you know, strapped with those staples. One-ofs. That's going to bring out Regulus at 2,800. And he might be thinking here that he can crash into the Lily. Or not into the Lily, sorry, but into the Teardrop. And which I think is exactly what he tries to do. But classic Yu-Gi-Oh players not reading cards. I do it, you do it, we all do it. And yeah, he attacks into the teardrop thing and they'll get crashed, but Jasmine is going to protect it and he's going to scoop it up there. So we'll see Rikka take a clean to win over Dino. And last but not least, a big shout out goes to our current Divine level channel members who are Misfit 88 Cyber, Cadillac 84, Pony Stark, and Green. Thank you guys so much for your extremely kind and very generous support of the channel.